6 history-making actresses with lead and supporting Oscar wins. Since the inception of the Academy Awards, or the Oscars, in 1929, 75 actresses have won Best Actress, while 80 actresses have been recognized Best Supporting Actress from the time the category was included in 1937. What's surprising, though, is that so far, only 6 actresses have gone home with the gold statuette for their brilliant performances in both leading and supporting roles. Let's honor these amazing history-making actresses. Number 1, Helen Hayes. The most veteran actress included in this honorable list is Helen Hayes, whose career spanned a record of 80 years. She started out at 5 years old singing at Belasco Theater across from the White House, and eventually became a Hollywood star. In her debut sound film, The Sin of Madeline Claudette, she won Oscar's Best Actress in 1932 for her superb portrayal in the title role as a wrongly imprisoned woman who becomes a thief and prostitute in order to support her son. When she returned to doing movies in 1970 after a 9-year hiatus, Hayes indeed made a memorable comeback performance in the air disaster drama film Airport. For portraying the role of an elderly stowaway, she won an Oscar's Best Performance Supporting Actress award. Noteworthy is the fact that Hayes was only nominated twice and won each time, giving her a 100% Oscar batting average. Number 2, Maggie Smith. Dame Maggie Smith is one of Britain's most invaluable contributions to the world of theater, cinema, and television. As an accomplished thespian for more than 6 decades now, Smith has amassed numerous acting awards, including 2 Oscars,
won the award,
one each for Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress categories. Smith's first Oscar win was in 1969 for her titular role in the British drama film The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie. As the highly idealistic teacher with an exaggerated romantic view of the world, Smith's performance was singled out by critics as stirring and mesmerizing.
I have dedicated, sacrificed my life to this profession.
9 years later, she starred in the 1978 comedy movie California Suite, where she played an actress doubtful of her chances to win in her first Oscar nomination. But in this case, life doesn't imitate art for Smith, who won as Best Supporting Actress the following year. Number 3, Jessica Lange. Esteemed actress Jessica Lange was a part-time model when she was discovered by Italian movie producer Dino De Laurentiis.
I see Hollywood as a stepping stone. My real ambition is Broadway.
Lange debuted in the high-profile 1976 remake of King Kong, where her performance as a damsel in distress was widely panned. But first impressions don't last, and isn't necessarily true in Lange's case. In 1982, she earned double Oscar nominations as Best Actress for the film Frances and as Best Supporting Actress for Tootsie. She took home the golden statuette for her performance as a soap star that Dustin Hoffman falls in love with in Tootsie. And finally, 12 years and 4 nominations later, Lange won the Oscar for Best Actress award in 1994 as a manic depressive housewife in the independent film Blue Sky. This victory cemented Lange's status as one of America's most gifted actresses. Number 4, Cate Blanchett. The youngest and latest to prove her acting mettle by winning Academy Awards for both lead and supporting categories is Australian actress Cate Blanchett.
I'm dead broke. Really, the government took everything.
At the age of 49, Blanchett is the only Australian to win 2 Oscars.
For God's sake!
On her second Oscar nomination in 2005, she won Best Supporting Actress for giving life to legendary actress Katharine Hepburn in The Aviator, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Blanchett is the only artist in Oscar history to win an Oscar award for portraying another Oscar-winning actress on the screen. Her much-deserved win was topped in 2014 when she finally won Best Actress for Woody Allen's Blue Jasmine, for playing the role of a formerly wealthy Manhattan socialite who suddenly experiences a difficult life. Blanchett earned more than 40 industry and critics groups awards that culminated in an Oscar victory. Number 5, Ingrid Bergman. Every time Casablanca, one of the greatest films in history, is mentioned, a Hollywood iconic actress instantly comes to mind, Ingrid Bergman. Bergman is best remembered as Ilsa Lund in that 1948 classic, but she won critical acclaim in her other equally memorable films. It was in the 1944 mystery thriller film Gaslight that Bergman won her first Oscar Best Actress plum as a woman manipulated by her husband into believing that she's insane. 12 years later, in 1956,
Play as time goes by.
the Swedish actress scored big again in the Academy Award for her Best Actress-worthy performance as a suicidal amnesiac, pretending to be Russia's Grand Duchess in Anastasia. Bergman then made Oscar history in 1974 by winning Best Supporting Actress for her role as a Swedish missionary in Murder on the Orient Express, making her one of the few actors to win 3 Academy Awards. It's just fitting that in 1999, the American Film Institute ranked Bergman as the 4th greatest female screen legend of classic American cinema. Number 6, Meryl Streep. This list wouldn't be complete without Academy Award record holder Meryl Streep, whose 21 acting nominations and 3 wins to date are unparalleled in Oscar history.
Feeling I could hear half of America going, oh no. Oh, come on, why? Her. Again, you know? But whatever.
Streep got her first nomination in 1978, and the following year received her first Academy Award as Best Supporting Actress for the family courtroom drama Kramer vs. Kramer. In 1983, her acclaimed performance delineating the harrowing experiences of Holocaust survivor Sophie in Sophie's Choice rewarded Streep with a richly deserved Oscars Best Actress victory. It took her a staggering 12 more nominations before Streep finally scored her 3rd Oscar win in 2012 for portraying UK's first ever female Prime Minister, Margaret Thatcher, in The Iron Lady. She won her 2nd Oscar Best Actress award. Still active and in demand, Meryl can still manage to snag a 4th or 5th gold statuette and break her own Oscar records in the process. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to our channel for your daily fix of awesome infotainment.